Synchron, Neuralink's competitor, has implanted its first device into the brain of a US patient, in this case a patient with ALS, a neurodegenerative disease that affected the brain, the patient's ability to move and speak, according to Bloomberg. Neuralink is a brain computing startup. You may already know that. Has yet to receive an approval from the FDA to implant its technology in humans. The hope is that the patient will be able to browse the web and communicate through email and texts just by thinking. The device would translate the patient's thoughts into action through commands sent to a computer. And then here, Synchron had already implanted its device in 4 patients in Australia. These patients are reported by Bloomberg to have had no side effects, and the device has allowed them to send messages through WhatsApp and make online purchases. Synchron had received FDA approval a year ago, that was in July of last year, 2021, to begin a human trial of its stent-through device to insert into the brains of 6 patients. Stent-through can be inserted into the brain without cutting through the patient's skull or damaging their tissue. A makes an incision into the patient's neck. From there, the stent-through, with the help of a catheter, is placed into a blood vessel within the motor cortex, an area involved in the planning, control, and execution of voluntary movements. Once the device is implanted, a second procedure connects it to a computing device implanted into the patient's chest. The stent-through reads the signal produced by neurons firing to the brain, and it sends the signal to the computing device, which sends it to a computer or phone through Bluetooth. Meanwhile, Neuralink is working to develop a surgical robot to implant its small disc-shaped device into a patient's brain. The device will then process and filter signals on the embedded computer chips. And although its human trial in the US is the first for Synchron's device, it's not the first in the field. The Utah array, a micro-electrode array technology that is a small silicon square with 100 needles that are pushed into the brain when implanted, has been the standard for relaying electrical signals from a brain to a computer since its first development in 1992 by researchers at the University of Utah. Until last year, it was the only FDA-approved BCI, or brain-computer interface, and it has shown significant results like allowing paraplegics to control robot arms. But the array is based in 1990s technology and can only cover 100 of the brain's 86 million neurons. So Elon Musk's Neuralink was founded in 2016 with the goal of developing a device that, after being implanted into a brain, would allow a computer to translate a person's thoughts into action. He wants not only to treat brain diseases and disorders, but also to cure them. But the company has been facing internal conflicts. As a matter of fact, its former president and biomedical engineer Max Hodak left abruptly and is now an investor in Synchron, this company, according to Bloomberg. Okay, so not very much has been heard from Elon Musk concerning Neuralink. The last time he tweeted something concerning Neuralink was in February of last year, 2021. He said Neuralink is working super hard to ensure implant safety and is in close communication with the FDA. If things go well, according to him, they might be able to do initial human trials later that year. That year was 2021, but nothing so far. But there's a lot he's dealing with, I suppose, and but it mustn't be him. You know, he must have people there who are definitely working hard on it. Okay, so see what you make of all of these things, all of these issues concerning Neuralink and Synchron and brain computer interface. And thank you very much for watching this